Hey. Ha ha ha. Lots of reverb. Hey everybody, how you doing? Before I put you through my gigantic black hole reverb here, let me adjust this a little bit so we can get rid of some of that. That's on me. How about audio now? Tell me if you got audio now. Oh my goodness, big error. Did you get it? Tell me if you have audio. I think you should have it by now. Let's see. You got it now? I got you. I got you. You should have audio now. Let's see. Well, you're 20 seconds behind me. There's new comments. Okay, now. Great. Thank you. Thank you. This is the first time I was trying it this way, and big epic fail. Welcome to my life. It's like trying by hook or by crook, trying stuff. How's the audio now? Let me know if the level's good and everything else. I changed mics today. I love my ribbon mic, but somehow it just does not sound great. And now this mic is not straight on the camera, so it's giving me agita. And now it should be a lot better. There we go. Pretty soon I'll look like Joe Rogan, and I'll have like one of those beautiful Shure SMBs. Whatever I forget what they're called. Anyway. Hi, everybody. Happy Memorial Day. That was a little bit of an ode, a little bit of an air. I was just, while you couldn't hear me and I was trying to talk with you, I was trying to talk about Yo-Yo Ma's Bach suites yesterday, which, of course, you cannot see now. It's off the air. It was just streaming. It was from WGBH Studios, I think, in Boston. Oh, my goodness. It was awesome. And his tribute language. I just wish I'd written it down yesterday because I would love to read it to you if you didn't hear it, because it was the most beautiful tribute language for Memorial Day, which encapsulated all healthcare workers, all veterans, all people who've served, and all people who have experienced loss, especially loss of dignity, which touched me so deeply. And for those of you, there are probably very few on my feed who do not know what the Bach suites are, but I will just give you, for those of you who may not know what they are to us musicians, Johann Sebastian Bach wrote 6 suites for the cello. And they're all based on kind of dance forms. They're all basically the same exact form, and they're all dances from the day. And they're just exquisite. I'm getting chills. I get chills every time I talk about this stuff. They are what all cellists, they're the Bible for all cellists, just like the Bach sonatas and partitas are the Bible for violinists. And the sonatas and partitas, there are 3 of each. There's the partitas are dance forms, and the sonatas are church sonatas, so kind of in a church sonata form. My God. So anyway, Yo-Yo is, what did we say? It doesn't matter. He has been around with us for ages. And he is one of the great American musicians. You will see him at every presidential funeral, every royal wedding. I mean, it's just like Yo-Yo is our musician's musician. And of course, he also developed the Silk Road Project, which was one of the biggest multicultural events of the past century. You know, talk about uniting people, bringing the globe together. That project, which stands to this day with the most marvelous musicians in it, is an amazing project. I was very fortunate to be with him and with that band for its first, I think it was its first record or its second record. But I spent a couple years touring with that band and with Yo-Yo, and it was one of the best experiences of my life, to be sure. Anyway, if you ever get a chance to hear Yo-Yo play the Bach suites, do it. Yesterday, I hadn't heard him play those pieces in a long time. And I think I yelped probably five or six times, Isabel says. I kind of yelped going, oh my God, that sound. Oh my God, that color. But it just goes to show a man living his life and deepening and expressing ever more so through an instrument with pieces that he's played for his whole life. Deepening in a conception and an interpretation and in an ability to communicate. Especially in what is a very soft time for all of us, a time of rediscovery and of contemplation. Anyway, happy Memorial Day amidst this time. It is, just to say this because I'm bound to say it, it is Monday, and I guess I probably started around 1:45 or 1:50. It's Monday, May 25th, 2020, in the year 2020. So if you are listening to this and it's not around 1:45 in the afternoon on the East Coast of America, then you're not listening to this live. And all that means is that I welcome you to comment. I will see it now, and I would love to hear from you. And if you comment, I may not respond in real time, but let me take a look at who is here. Oh, Fabio and Nile, Marianne again. Marianne Petit is here. Amanda Rose Austin. Ailey Jennifer, harpist from Scotland. Kathy Rollis. Bill Walker from the West Coast. Bill Walker is an amazing looping musician, guitarist. He and his brother, Rick Walker, who is a fabulous percussionist, they are some of our most profound looping musicians that we have in the musical community. In fact, Rick and I, about 4 or 5 days ago, last Friday, we were supposed to be on our way. Well, at least I was supposed to be on my way back from Brittany in France after having just done a series of concerts with Rick. The first time we've ever played together. We've known each other for years, never played together. Anyway, I was supposed to be coming back on a plane from France. So that got moved to next year, but it's being moved. So we'll get to do that. And I look forward to playing with Rick. Kevin Castle, our old neighbor from Sunnyside. Matthew Guyton. Hey man, miss you too. Jarrett Radcliffe, Emilio Soya. Oh, Emilio Soya. I have to call out all the musicians, right? So Emilio Soya is from Argentina and just an incredible composer in all areas of jazz and tango, but from the land of the history of tango and from the richness. I'll tell you a really quick story about Emilio Soya. If you're ever at a barbecue where you're kind of grilling your own meat, and you're kind of, you think you're going to make your meat, if you're a meat eater, and an Argentinian walks in the room, just give them the tongs. Because Emilio Soya walked in with like some skirt steak from the grocery store across the street or whatever, and when I tasted what he did as compared to what I did, I realized I was nothing. Absolutely nothing. So anyway, Argentinians know how to grill better than anything I've ever seen. Allison Loggins Hull. When I lost my audio, I'm so sorry. Sue Edwards. Hey, great to see you. Scott Corey's back. That's wonderful. Jerry Thompson from the West Coast. Alan Kay. Wow. Alan Kay. It's great to see you. He wants to talk about Black Hole. He's talking about Black Hole. So I just happened to be using Alan. I was using the plugin from Eventide through Ableton Live over here, and I should get that up so you can actually see it. See if I can't do that. There it is. Okay, yeah, I can do it. Here, I'll put it over here with Ableton Live, and then you can see it. So. Yeah, this is the Black Hole reverb that I was using. It gives that long, cavernous reverb. It's absolutely beautiful. And Alan was calling forth Ford Forcurian, our mutual student who's now a professional and out there kind of rocking the new music world. Brona O'Rourke, hey, good to see you again, Brona. Yes, I know, Jerry, out in Vegas. I remember that like it was yesterday. Isn't that crazy how quickly time passes? Great to see you. You come up in my feed now and then on Facebook, so I do keep track of you. It's wonderful. Robert Schultz. Hey, Bob and Noriko. Wow. Yes. Fantastic. Hi back. And Sue Edwards from London. It has been so long, hasn't it been, since I hit London? I haven't been overseas in quite a while. Alan Johnson. Did I mention you? Jeremiah Bournefield, too? Wow, another composer. Yeah, great to see all of you. Wow, so for those of you who are just catching up and being with us the first time, Isabel, my love, is over there, and I'll show you. I'll turn the camera on her at some point, but she's kind of executive producer. Let me see if I can actually get her. Just step over here. Just wave. That's my lovely Isabel. Anyway, we're kind of beginning to produce some things together, and this has proved to be a wonderful time to dig down into communication and start to develop some programs and some some maybe some podcasts, video casts, YouTube content. We're on our way. We're on our way, and this is our second week broadcasting live from Facebook Live and on YouTube. We had a YouTube was a complete fail last week, and I still don't know exactly why. Is it? Are we on YouTube now? Yes. Okay, our YouTube feed is fine. If anybody wants to go over to YouTube and like send a comment from YouTube, that would be There's one person watching, so whoever you are. Oh, is it you? Alrighty then. Alrighty then. So, hey, Jeff Scott from the Amani Winds, my dear old friend from Eastman, another phenomenal musician and composer and arranger and everything, and of course, part of the founding of that great band, Woodwind Quintet. Dylan Mansour is the drummer. He's going to go hit the it's my name, right? Yeah, I think it's just Todd Reynolds, Dylan. And Rob Barrett, another Eastmanite. Wow, it's like Eastman Day up in here. Rob, great to see you too. I follow your feed as well. So anyway, so this is the second week, and we're going to do this for a while until people say stop, and we'll see. Or do what? And then we're going to do it harder. Then we're going to attach more deeply, like a tick. Anyway, couple things to share. Do you know what this is? This is a kanjira. It's a cousin, or I don't know. I would have to ask my teacher Ganesh Kumar if it is a cousin or an uncle or a brother or a sister or what family member it is to the mridangam. But this is an instrument from South India, which is very very closely related to the mridangam. It's a frame drum. It's got, I believe it's lizard skin or snake skin, but you put a little water in it. It's already pretty low, but I'll just put a little water in it, and it goes lower and lower and lower and lower and lower, and of course you can kind of get sounds like a little bit out of a tabla or a mridangam out of this instrument. Anyway, one of my loves. I kind of injured myself, believe it or not, playing it. It's a very small drum, but I got injured last year, and I'm not sure whether it was completely that or the violin plus that or whatever. But I was out for about six months, really unable to do much with my hands. So I was able to attend a master class. This is just one of those amazing things that's happening. A wonderful guy named Jim Santi Owen on the West Coast put together a master class yesterday with Ganesh and I believe his teacher Subhash, and we learned from them yesterday, and it was really quite awesome. Colin McDonald, hey, look, check that out. I just got Dylan Mansour is the 100th subscribe on YouTube. Thank you, Dylan Mansour. I haven't spent a lot of time cultivating Facebook, so that's wonderful. Hey, Gary, how you doing? And Jamie, how are you, Jamie? Great to see you. Haven't seen since the old Soul days. Yeah, I remember spending time with you. It was wonderful. So yeah, Colin, I'm comfortable enough playing kanjira on stage if I'm buried in some texture, but I'm a long way from having the right to pull the kanjira out at this point. But it's wonderful. No, Dylan, it's not on Twitch. We discussed that the other day, and it's just like Questlove. This was really weird. Questlove on Twitch the other day had 463 people watching, and on YouTube had 16,000. I was like, wow. So I think I don't know the Twitch game yet, Dylan, but you can tell me all about it if you want to. I mean, I'm open to it. I'm dealing with Restream right now and trying to figure out exactly how broadcasting works. I've got I can go on Facebook Live and YouTube. So thumbs up on that, right? We're getting somewhere. But so what's on your mind? That's one of the things that I have most enjoyed here doing this has been hanging out with folks the likes of you. And it's much more rewarding to me to have conversations here. We had a big conversation the other day on what? We got Oh, a lot of tech. We got a ton of tech and oh, the Kanjira workshop. Well, just so you know, I mean, uh, Dylan, who's a drummer, might be interested in this. I'm not sure if you all are interested, but this is one of the most mighty, beautiful instruments, and of course, anytime that you study music outside your culture, the richness that is derived in your own musical expression is unmatched. It is one of the best ways to jar yourself loose from everything from habit to complacency to depression. So, anyway, this happens to be an instrument of choice for me. You can buy a Kanjira here in the US really, really easily. But Ganesh teaches privately. And much like Irish music or Scottish music, um, it's very much an oral tradition, but oral AURAL, but they do use written down syllables to teach. But it's also an oral tradition, ORAL, in that sulcatu or konakal is the art of calling groups of pulses in time by names. Like five is tadiki natum. That's its name. The group of three is takita, right? And it makes it super cool to understand and develop polyrhythms, right? For instance, if you've got ta ki ta, if you double up on that, takita 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 takita, and if you double up on that, takita 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 takita. Anyway, Jamie Haddad, the fantastic percussionist, first turned me on to how Indians speak rhythm. And I've been a fan ever since, and I don't study it well enough. Whoa! Talk about that. You all can hear me now, I bet, but I'll bet you can't see me. So let's go there. Turns out that I didn't replace my battery in my camera, so I'm going to talk to you here. So anyway, that is yeah, I do. Do you mind? Here, I'm gonna ask Isabel to just replace this battery real quick, and then we'll have that. Sorry about that, folks. There we go. Batteries are all right there. So anyway, that's yeah. This is where my love my love for this instrument and my love for any music in general came from Jamie Haddad and my teacher Ganesh Kumar in Chennai, South India. So and another talk about people to call out. Michael Lipsy, who's a percussionist in Talujan, one of the founders and creators of Talujan Percussion Ensemble, and David Cossum both let me know that Ganesh Kumar was going to be teaching at Queen's College. He used to come through there and teach all the time. That's where I had my first lesson with Ganesh. Ganesh now is in India full time. Sometimes he tours the States, but of course nobody's touring anywhere right now. So, but that's the master class. The master class was so far over my head. I cannot even. I guess what do they say now? I just can't even or something like that. I don't know the lingo, but it was way above my head. But I met some fantastic people on that Zoom call, which was the masterclass. I'm going to plug this back in and look at you straight on again. Excuse me. One of the things you learn trying to go live is not to be embarrassed about pretty much anything because everything happens. It's on. It should be on. Let's see. Do I have it? Ah, there you are. Thanks for your patience. So yes. So now, Isabel, I am finished talking about the Kanjira. I will continue. Look at this. Hey, Guy Klusevic is here. Accordionist, composer extraordinaire, my dear friend. We should find a Hymnopd link and send it to everybody so they can watch. One of the guy Todds, the guy has been writing music forever, and over the past 3 or 4 years, I've gotten the opportunity to play with Guy a lot, just in duo, and he writes some of the most beautiful melodies that I've had the pleasure to play. So Isabel's going to look up Hymnopd number 2 or something, and we'll give it to you. Hey, Duncan. So Colin McDonald says, I got a taste of Carnatic rhythms in the 90s with Trishi Sankaran. Yes, one of the um, one of the great master drummers. So true. Sue, what were you saying? What is on your mind? On my mind. This is a great, Sue Edwards says, this is a great opportunity for everyone to think deeply about what you want to put back in your life, or said in an additional way, what you want to put there in the first place that never was there before. You know, it's I'll tell you what I want, what I'm not going to let go of. Things are already a little busy for us, but I'm not going to let go of the idea of rest. I'm resting better, sleeping better, taking care of myself better than I think I have since certainly ever since I met Isabel, which was 12 years ago. So health has become really important, and for a long time, music was not doing it for me at all. Now music is coming back. I mean, it's not like I didn't do music, right? We all do music. We do our gigs, we do our recording sessions. I've had the opportunity to record for some great people since this whole, we talk about this thing as if we all understand what this thing. I'm speaking pandemically. Is what I'm doing. So yeah, so I've been playing music, but just over the past week or so, I've been finally picking up the viola, which is borrowed from my dear friend Paul, and Paul DeYoung. So I appreciate this loan of his viola because I get to play viola, which I love at least as much as the violin, if not a little more. So I've been doing a lot of that lately, and the Kenjira. So yeah, Sue, we're all looking for the things that spark us, you know. Hey, Bob. Bob Schultz mentions centrifuge. Right, that's on my Facebook page. I just posted a video of that. The dog with the Albany Symphony. Dog with Dogs of Desire. Yeah, yeah. Oh wow, Bob, that's where you and Noriko met. Wow, that's a beautiful memory. Excellent. Yeah, I'm going to be putting up some more videos very soon. Michael Bernier, the great stick player. Hey, Michael. Great to see you. Great to see you. I wish we saw each other more. We used to see each other more on occasion. I'm sorry that we don't. But yeah, yeah. So I'm going to be putting up some more robot stuff, Bob, because Eric Singer just sent me some of our Polish tour when we went with all the robots and Isabel and me and Leaf Garrett and Leaf Garrett, Leaf Crinkle, who was helping us with the machinery. Yeah, that was a great tour. And how long ago was that, Isabel? Wow. Can I talk about my octave violin? Guy says. I could. I'd have to ask Isabel to get it. How about this, Guy? How about this? Rather than do this now, I'd love to talk about my octave violin. How about we make a decision that on Thursday at 1:30, when I go live next, I will play the octave violin instead of the viola, and then I will talk about it ad libitum. No, ad libitum and ad infinitum. You'll ad nauseum. There we go. All the ads. I'll talk about it in the context of all the ads. Guy is also the punster of your dreams. If you hate puns altogether and you think they're silly and stupid, then hang out with Guy, because it will change your life. It's changed mine for the better. Karen Stokes, choreographer from Houston, who I've had the wonderful opportunity to collaborate with through Bill Ryan. And ad hoc, Colin, exactly, ad hoc also ad hoc. I wish that the comments were a little bit, that they came, if wishes were horses. If wishes were 9 horses, that's a great band, 9 Horses. You should look up 9 Horses. No, if wishes were horses, I kind of wish the delay was not so big. I always feel when I look at you, it's on YouTube, it's 5 seconds. Is how much? 24. 24 seconds on Facebook and 5 seconds on YouTube. Dylan, you're getting this, I guess, faster and quicker than anybody else. Sami Abadi, from Argentina is there. Yes, I am seeing Dylan. I have to take a trip to the store, but wanted to pass along Moore's remark on how great your shirt is, and I agree. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I love this shirt too. You're going to the store, but you had another comment. Let me just do this, Dylan, before you go. I'm very new to the live thing myself, asking primarily so I could give a host there, but I'll call. Oh, there we go. It's just a personal message from Dylan Mansour. Thank you, Dylan. We'll talk. Yeah, punster of your nightmare. Yeah, all ads ad free. Yes, indeed. Good enough. Did you find some music to give the folks? Oh, that's cool. Isabel's going to put. That's fine on SoundCloud. Yeah, SoundCloud link is wonderful. Isabel's going to give you a link of Guy and me playing together. There it is. I really do not understand this emoji. It looks like a wink plus a frown, and I don't get it. But it's because I've seen that before, and I just don't understand that emoji. The carry emoji, I kind of get. Are you all down with the carry emoji? It's kind of it's really complex, the carry emoji, because on one hand, it's really nice to be able to actually finally, digitally, with a click, give somebody a hug. But the other problem is that the carry emoji can be used sarcastically, if you think about it, right? So it's kind of like the carry emoji can also be an aw muffin emoji. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody's whining, you throw a care emoji at them, it can be read both ways depending. Anyway, that's how it occurs to me. It may be different for you. Let me know. Anyway, it is 2:21. We've been on for 37 minutes. Let me see if I have any music left in this situation. Let me see. I've got some reverb. Boy, that's for sure. I don't think. Some more music maybe to take us out. And a couple reminders. Bang on Cam Marathon, June 14th. Hey, Skip Shirey. See if I can. I'll play a little bit more music. Let me see if I have any bass in here. We can at least get a little kick in here, right? Here we go. A little bit too much reverb for a kick. That's the only problem. Here we go. Let's see. Good. That didn't work at all, did it? You know what? I can't. Something happened with my looper here, and I don't know where it went. There it is. That's why. If you don't have a looper, then you have no music. Here we go. Let's try this again. Let me see. So you all have a nice day. Have a great Memorial Day. Eat lots of great food. Most of all, enjoy yourself. Just enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Just of all, 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 enjoy yourself. Just of all. Hey, Charlie.